What's up guys, this is Ken from Tech Open back again with another video. This time to show you a product from a company called Lemorele. So it's actually two products because they sent me two USB-C hubs to test out on the channel and to give you guys my opinion. I would like to thank Lemorele for sending me these. So they will be offering a discount code on these products after I post this video. So from the date in which I post this video forward, you will have 1 month to take advantage of that discount code. So yeah, check that out. I will have that in the description. Okay guys, so let's check out the products. We have, like I said, the 8-in-1 USB-C hub and the 6-in-1 USB-C hub. The models available in your country will depend on your location and what country you're ordering from. So some models might be available in your country and some not. This is basically just for you guys to get an idea of the quality of the product and what it offers and its advantages, you know, in between having one of these little USB-C hubs and not having it. I'm going to show you what the advantage is. So let's unbox this then and check it out. You have this little diagram on the back just to get an idea of the available connections on each of these USB-C hubs. And yeah, let's open this. Let's start with the small one, then we'll jump on to the big one. Okay, let's just take off this plastic wrapping. So inside the box we have the hub. We have a little thank you card. Okay, so we have the hub. This is like an alloy aluminum material. So it's like metal. Okay, it's not plastic. It's not that cheap plastic. And that's what I like about these types of USB hubs. I do not like the plastic ones at all. And one of the main reasons, it's not just because of the build quality, but one of the main reasons that it helps with heat dissipation, okay? Since you have metal, it dissipates heat better because, you know, these little hubs, they get pretty hot, especially if you're transferring a lot of data and you have a lot of devices connected and you're transferring a lot of data, you're definitely gonna notice this heating up. I haven't tried one USB-C hub that doesn't do that. So that's kind of normal with these kinds of hubs. But you can get an idea. Let me just show you here on the back. It has the little details. You can see the ports identified. You have SD, TF card, USB 3.0, 3.0, and also 3.0. And then here we have the HDMI port to connect to your monitors. You have this output for your monitors. Then you have the little USB-C connector right here. So you basically plug in all the devices that you need to into all of these ports, and you only have just this cable to plug in. So that makes it really practical to connect lots of devices to your laptop, to your desktop PC, to your Mac, and without having to actually plug in all these cables, which is pretty cool. You know, you have that main advantage. So if you're using a laptop, for example, you're always plugging in and out to take with you to work, or if you're like traveling or whatnot, you don't have to do that every time. You can leave all your devices plugged into this little hub, and then you just have to plug this into the USB-C port of your laptop or your computer, which is pretty awesome. It also works with iPads, I believe. And also, it will also work with some USB-C devices like smartphones. So you can transfer data from your smartphone to like a memory card or to a memory stick, or even to a hard drive. So if I'm not mistaken, this is a 4K HDMI port at 30 Hertz. You have these 3.0 ports, which are fast transfer data ports. It's better than 2.0. So keep that in mind when you're buying these little hubs. Make sure that you pick one that at least has 1 or 2 ports that are USB 3.0, which is 10 times faster than 2.0. So you have 3 of them right here, just for you to have an idea of the capability of this. Not only that, you can actually have 2 cards here. You can have a TF card and an SD card, and they can both be transferring data at the same time. So yeah, this is really, really nice, guys. You can see you have the Lemorele logo here on the front, and this cable is pretty awesome quality. It's really thick and robust. So I think it's really nicely built. It's not too heavy. It's compact. You can see it fits in my hand. Very compact size, and everybody needs to have one of these. In my opinion, everyone should have this, okay? So I'm gonna just test connecting my devices to prove that this actually works. So I'm basically going to connect an external hard drive. It's a hard drive that has 10 terabytes, so it's a pretty hefty hard drive. I'm also going to connect an external hard drive, one of these more compact ones for you to get an idea. So my laptop is a Legion Wi-Fi 40 that has the USB-C port, and we're going to test this out to see if this works. Okay guys, so let's start with this little external hard drive. We have this 10 terabyte hard drive. I'm going to connect it as well. We're going to plug in this card right here. I'm not going to test all the possibilities or else we'll be here all day long, guys, but it's just for you guys to get an idea of how this works. Now I'm going to connect this to my laptop. You can see it's right there. Okay, I actually had to plug in my ultra widescreen monitor directly into the PC and then use the rest of the ports to connect my other devices. Everything's working fine. The only small issue that I had was that I could not get the resolution correctly set up on this monitor because this is 3840 by 1080p. And that resolution is not actually available when connecting to this little hub. I still have to figure that out. It does have 3840 by 2160 available and other resolutions, but for some reason it does not have the 3840 by 1080p available in the definition list. Not quite sure why that is. It could be something to do with drivers or something, but this doesn't really require drivers because it is plug and play. There's just a little bit of a compatibility issue with the monitor. So if you have a widescreen monitor that's 3840 by 2160, you're perfectly okay, it'll work. But with 1080p vertically on this monitor, I'm not managing to get those values for some reason. Just keep that in mind, guys. So yeah, besides that, everything seems to be working fine. Okay guys, so you can see all of my drives are being detected. I have my Western Digital, my 2 SD cards are detected, and my 10 terabyte hard drive also detected. And I also have a mouse connected to this. My Razer Huntsman Elite dock is connected also to the USB C hub. So everything's working fine. Now I'm just going to transfer like a file here for you guys to see how this works in terms of speed. So that's about it with this little dock. It's really well built. You have all these little ports that you can add onto your laptop if you're having issues with available ports. And yeah, really nice guys. Okay guys, so now let's open the 8-in-1 USB C hub and see the differences compared to the previous one that we showed you. So let's just open this right here. Okay, so let's just pull this out. We have once again that little marker, nothing much to see there. Now let's pull this out. Okay, so here we have the second unit. So also metal built, aluminum alloy, which helps with the feel of better quality. It feels, well built. It feels like a quality product in the hand, and also helps with heat dissipation because these do heat up, guys. And now let's see the main differences compared to the previous one. So we still have the USB-C connection, but compared to this one, so this design is a little bit different. It's a little bit more smoothed out here on the edges. We don't have this transition here. It's a little bit different. As you can see, it's also thinner and less wide. So it's thinner and less wide than this one, but it's longer. And on this model, on the 8-in-1, we have two USB 3.0 ports. We have the HDMI, also 4K at 30 Hertz output. And we have two USB-C ports. We also have the two card slots here, the SD and the TF card slots here. Now the main difference we have between both of these is the RJ45 connection, the Ethernet connection, so you can connect your internet directly into the hub in case your laptop does not have an Ethernet connection, okay? If it doesn't have a port, you're just using wireless and you want a wired connection, but your laptop doesn't have that, then you would get something like this, okay? So not only do you have the ability of expanding the ports of your laptop, you also have an Ethernet port, which I think is really, really cool. This is another thing that I really, really recommend, guys, and I would actually prefer this one over this one, in my opinion, because of that extra port, which comes in handy. And another difference here is that this one has a little status light, while we didn't have that on this one. This one has no light whatsoever, and on this one we do have a little status light. Now, I'm not sure if this has a PD pass-through, power pass-through. So my laptop is actually powered with a specific power connector from Lenovo. It's not USB-C, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to actually be able to test that out. So I didn't notice it is actually a pass-through port, a power pass-through port, PD port pass-through, for you to connect to your laptop. So you can have this plugged in, for example, to your MacBook, and you can have the charger plugged into this port. It will power your laptop, and also you will also have the ports available to work with. So yeah, this does have PD pass-through, power pass-through, so you can have this charging while it's connected to your laptop. Super, super awesome and useful. Now, I'm not sure if I want to have the same issue with the HDMI port in terms of my monitor, which is a 3840 by 1080p monitor. It's not 2160 vertically. In the previous test of this dock, I could not actually set up the scaling correctly with my monitor in particular, but just mine, because it's 1080p by 3840. In this one, we're going to test this out to see if this one works. I'm not sure if it will or not. So yeah, I'm going to plug everything in exactly like I did before, and we're going to test this once again. Okay, so we're going to plug in the memory cards. I'm going to plug in this hard drive. Note that now we have just 2 USB ports. We do not have 3, so I'm going to have to leave out the mouse, for example. And I'm going to plug in this hard drive, the 10 terabyte external hard drive. And now I'm going to test plugging in the monitor. Okay, so we're going to plug in the monitor. And now I'm going to plug this into my laptop. So I'm not going to plug any USB-C connection here. I'm going to plug this into my laptop. So the USB-C hub light actually lit up in blue. And I can tell right now that I'm having the same resolution issue that I had before. But that's just with my monitor, guys. So don't be frightened about that. It's just because mine is 1080p vertically. Okay, everything's back to normal. So I plugged in my monitor to another HDMI port available on my laptop. So no problem with that. It's not like an issue for me. And all the drives are working. So I'm just going to open this to show you. So all the drives are working perfectly connected to the USB-C hub. No issues whatsoever. Now I'm not gonna test the speed because it's the exact same thing. Okay, I'm not gonna do the same exact test. It's just for you guys to see that everything's working fine, minus that small, tiny little issue with the monitor. But that's not like an issue. I can still plug in my monitor to an empty HDMI port on my laptop, and then all the other connections connect to the USB-C hub. So okay, so I would pick this one if you want the Ethernet connection and the power pass-through, the PD pass-through via USB-C. And yes, it will work. It will work with your MacBook, with your devices, your smartphones that are charging via USB-C cable. You just plug in the power supply to this port that has this little lightning right here, this little lightning bolt. You plug in the power supply right here. You connect your device here, your smartphone, for example, via your USB-C cable right here. It can be an iPhone or whatever. The new iPhone has lightning to USB-C, for example. I could plug in the iPhone, and then you can have everything connected, your drives, your SD cards, all syncing together all at once. You can transfer data all at once, just like the previous one. I'm just not going to do that test again because I don't think there's any point in doing that. And I would definitely choose this one if you want this Ethernet port. Okay, so the Ethernet port and the power pass-through are two main features that I think this one would make me prefer this one over this one. Okay, but if you don't need that feature, if that's not like something that you really need, you could go with this one, which is a little bit more compact. As you can see, it's smaller. lighter as well, I guess. So yeah, it depends on your personal preferences and needs, just for you to decide between both of these. So I think these are really well built, awesome quality, and I definitely recommend this product, guys. So yeah, if you want to check this out, the links will be in the description. You'll have the discount code, which is limited in terms of time. So it's limited to 1 month, the discount code. So yeah, definitely check that out, guys. And hopefully you like this review and that it helps you out in some way to make your decision on this product. Yeah, but I definitely recommend this, guys. So guys, I hope this video helps you out in making a decision on whether to purchase these devices or not. I think they're a nice option for what you pay. And the build quality is really nice. You have lots of ports available, and then you can just easily plug your USB-C cable, which is just one cable, to connect all of those devices, either it be a laptop, a MacBook, an iPad, a desktop PC. Definitely a useful tool to have with you guys, so I definitely recommend having this. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more tech content that I'm putting out. I will be putting out more content. If you like this video, please leave your thumbs up to help the YouTube algorithm and make this video reach the most amount of people possible. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.